One report, every country's growth number for this year. Good day everyone, welcome to the video of the day. One report just ranked the entire world's economy for 2026, country by country, region by region. The fastest growing major economy isn't the US, it's China either. And Europe's number might genuinely surprise you. Let's do a world tour using just one document. So the United Nations, along with UNCTAD and its Regional Economic Commission, publish this World Economic Situation Prospects report every year. It's basically a global report card. Let's go region by region and see who's actually winning in this year. So, first we're discussing about the fastest major economy, that's South Asia and India. Let's start with the winner. South Asia is projected to grow at 5.6% in this year, and within that, India alone is expected to expand 6.6%, making the fastest growing major economy in the world. That growth isn't been driven by resilient consumer spending and substantial public investment. That's a genuinely huge gap compared to almost everywhere else on the list. And it's worth remembering the next time someone asks which economy is actually leading the global growth this year. Now, the second part of the report is China, still fast but slowing. China comes in at 4.6% growth for this year, strong by global standards but slightly lower than 2025 and supported specifically by targeted government policy measures rather than pure organic momentum. We have actually covered this in detail before. The China's second quarter growth hit its slowest pace, even as the government leans on stimulus to keep the full year number respectable. East Asia as a broader region is projected at 4.4%, down from 4.9% the year before. Now, what about US and Europe? A real gap opens up now. US is projected to grow at 2% in this year, up slightly from 1.9 in last year, supported by monetary and fiscal easing. Though the report specifically flags a softening labor market as a drag on momentum, something we also covered on this channel recently. The European Union tells a noticeably weaker story. Growth forecast at just 1.3% for this year, down from 1.5% last year. The report points directly at higher US tariffs and ongoing geopolitical uncertainty dampening European exports. That's a meaningful gap opening between the US and the EU, nearly a full percentage point. Now, what about Japan, Africa, and Latin America? Steadier, slower corners. Japan is projected at just 0.9% growth, down from 1.2% the year before. A modest domestic recovery only partly offsetting weaker external demand. And in Africa, output is projected to grow at 4.1%, marginally up from 3.9%. That sounds like progress, but the report is clear that high debt levels and climate related shocks remain significant risk and is a separate, more recent World Bank update. Africa's recovery has actually been described as losing momentum, partially due to spillover effects from the year's Middle East conflict. And Latin America and the Caribbean are projected to grow at 2.3% in 26, down slightly from 2.4%, amid the moderate consumer demand and only a mild recovery in the investment. And the Western Asia, the Middle East region itself, is actually projected to grow at 4.1%, up from 3.4% the year before, even while remaining in its report on words that exposed to real geopolitical tensions and security risk. What is the bigger picture? Here's the full world tour in order, fastest to slowest. India leads Western Asia at 4.1, China at the third position, Africa at the fourth, and Japan may be the lowest at 0.9%. The overall global economy is projected to grow at 2.7% in this year, slightly below 2025's estimate 2.8%, and still well below the pre-pandemic average of 3.2%. The UN Secretary General summed up by saying that underlying theme well, that economical, geopolitical, and technological tensions are reshaping the global landscape all at once and are creating new uncertainty almost everywhere you look. To conclude, what this really shows is that the global economy isn't one story. It's eight or nine very different stories happening at the same time, and the gap between the fastest and slowest of them is enormous. We will keep tracking individual countries on the list in upcoming videos. If you make a useful map of this video, make sure you hit the button or subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Share it to friends, family, colleagues too. Welcome to Money Brief. Let's grow together.